where they have lower graphics than they could have. Like, I don't think that I've seen any sim that has such a pretty skybox, for example, including the sun. But it does require you to have high graphics settings for that to actually be visible. I do actually wonder about something, like that new graphics update. Maybe that's also gonna remove the stutter when it changes from day to night and night to day textures and shaders.
They said that there's a reason why they don't do a lot of nighttime races is because like the graphics that they have just can't keep up for whatever reason. So
yeah,
they said
like,
the nighttime races will be totally different, like in look.
yeah, like I don't think it's just the nighttime. I think the main issue that they're having is the switch between day-night and night-day.
Yeah.
Because it reloads the entire car for everyone. Like, it reloads all the cars on track. And then it slow loads the rest of the track. But the cars are forcibly being reloaded all at once. So you're gonna have like up to half a second of lag when that happens. But I think that what they might, like, that's an easy way to do it with current technology. And that's essentially that you load it all in, but don't have it show, and then you just switch from one view to the other. But the thing is, the game uses shaders to create the night. And, well, that's a massive thing to change. And they use an entirely different shader for night as they do day.
Go ahead, go around.
How is this slower than you?
Well, they got a worse exit of the previous corner. Oh, it's that car. They do have a somewhat slow driver who's not that good at cornering.
I mean, his lap time was a 55.
Yeah, I think it's the slow driver then.
Oh, 50.5.
Okay, 50.5. Okay, never mind. It's not the slow driver then. But they do have a driver who's rather slow, or maybe just slow in certain corners.
P6 has a black flag.
Oh. Well, that's good. Maybe they're getting disqualified.
Sorry, P7.
That's also good, as long as it's not P9.
Yeah.
We can't have P9 have black flags. while we're in P9 at least.
I'm just seeing the license class. I'm okay. Never mind. You're also in A class. Everyone who's been driving is into A class. No one's into B class in our G2
What? Sorry.
Oh, the drivers, like majority of them are in A class.
Yeah.
Like 3 hours to go. 3 hours remaining.
I mean, this is a B-class race, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Gonna try to save fuel. Get it up to 13 laps. Do I have enough time for that?
Let's see, how long is left of the race? It's not
Then-
needed.
You don't need to
Like,
feel sensitive, yeah.
Okay.
We're not gonna be able to save a stand.
Gotcha.
Like, the last stand is gonna be about 55 minutes, I think. Plus a lap. Well, depending on... Oh, wait, no,
Oh,
never mind.
shit. God damn it. I gave myself an incident.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, you've been incident-free for ages now.
Oh, no. Did I get a black flag? Oh, no. 10 more.
Yeah, you have 10 more. Like... You had 149 when I calculated your incident count. That's like an hour ago.
Oh,
Like, you've been
Yeah.
incident-free for about an hour.
that's cool. Yeah, I think this is my first incident on this stint. This gas,
It
this
is.
last gas stint. Yeah.
Yeah. But I was wrong. It's not gonna be 55 minutes the last time. More like half an hour.
Well, fuel appropriately, as they say. Put that auto fuel on.
Yep, auto fuel. That's a really good thing. And you have it set to margin 1, right?
I think so.
Well, yeah, you do.
Now the sun's really coming up. You can see it everywhere. Too hard, man.
I'll be back in like 10, 15 minutes. I'm back.
Whoops, sorry, buddy. I got one more lap. Ash, you ready?
Yep. I'm all
Okay.
ready.
Actually, sorry, 2 laps.
Yeah, no worries. I'm all set. See, it's not.
All right, here we go. Yep. All right, I gotta get out, right? I gotta get out.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm out.
All right, I'm in the car.
All right, I gotta figure out what's going on here.
I might just be modifying my spreadsheet right now.
Yeah.
You know. It's like I'm modifying the sim time to account for stint time. And I'm also trying to set it up so that I don't need to input driver offset.
Yeah. You could also just ask ChatGPT regarding that plan and we just make it a simple sheet.
Well, I do like this sheet. There's just some automation that I'm setting up. That's essentially it.
my god. Jesus Christ.
What the hell?
Are you okay with your phone?
Yeah, I think he jinxed me. My AC is on the fritz.
That's horrible.
So I went outside. There's a, machine outside that's spinning. It's not spinning.
Yeah, that's no good.
Yeah, this thing costs more like 10 grand to put in. Oh, shit.
Well, that was some changes that I got done to the speed. Now I just need to do a color scheme for it all. What? You're on the wrong place.
Ah, I lost it.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that. It's not a parking lot, you know.
It happened.
Yeah. The funny thing is, it's the exact same where I had it happen last time, you know. It's so easy to do on that corner, like, if you go too hard on it, then it happens. Especially the way I drive it kind of tight, which means that sometimes I get a jump, and that can upset the car a lot. I mean, you have plenty of time until the next penalty. drive a bit north and look at what exactly could happen. Because, you know, I'm just assuming that it got upset a bit.
It's probably like a faster. Why you got there?
You'll actually benefit from investing into 6th gear that kind as well. Oh yeah, you're downshifting into 1st gear. That definitely does something. Like, I'm also checking if you somehow hit something. Actually starting to lose it on the entry. It might be also the turn-in. Yeah, you're downshifting too early because you're essentially in 1st before you even hit the curb. What you might want to do is hit the curb, then straighten a bit, and then downshift.
No, I'm not even just carrying it.
Well, 2nd gear also works. Well, it's just like, if you need to downshift, then you don't want to do it before the curb. Because it does unsettle the car a bit, especially in 1st gear. But also, you can continue revving it a little bit further in 5th gear, even after it starts blinking blue. So like, yeah, it's just, you lose a little bit by shifting up to 6th on that hill. Because, yeah, of that like 0.2 seconds it takes to shift while you have no power. It's just minor things, but you know, you're doing better lap times than me, so like, I might be able to see the things, but I can't necessarily replicate them, you know? Like, theoretical technique and... Exactly. Like, that's the actual technique that you can apply and not the theoretical one. Yeah, exactly. And, like, as both you and Snap does, like, it's a good thing, like, investigating your mistakes. But I'm fairly sure it was the downshift, because that basically unsettles the car a bit. Even before you hit the curve, it was slightly unsettled. And it does align with the downshift in the first line. I mean, there's nothing wrong with downshifting, you might just want to not do it right before the curve. And with too high revs.
It's also because, that I might be getting a better exit in lower gear to make it bigger.
Yeah.
So, it sort of depends.
But you know, it's just like, 1st gear is dangerous if you're not straight and, you know, like, if you have slightly too high revs. You can actually do it fast on 2nd as well. Depending on whether you down touch the curb. Yeah, that's that. But you can also touch the inside curb a lot. It just unsettles the car a little bit, so don't let you talk, you know. Again, it's very minor things. Like, we're not aiming at 148 yet, anyways. Well, that's for next time, right? One of the teams who... No, wait. Never mind, that's a pack team. That guy who got back, who were behind us, he is parked it again. Without even overtaking the one who got parked. Realized we're not gonna hit 800 laps. That's no good. We failed. We're 6 laps behind the guy ahead. Of our class is 54 laps behind the race leader and we're 74 behind, so we're 20 laps behind our race leader. And our next position is 6 laps ahead. And then the one after that, that's actually only 2 laps further, so yeah. But the thing is, we're not actually the worst drivers. Like, we actually had people who we could compete against earlier, like people I could compete against with my lap times as well. Like, we used to have them, and then they left. Like, yeah. Well, technically from P15. Because I put it on P15 at the start. You know, like you're supposed to do on the start straight, right? That's also dumb. Just because I saw a small window where I could warm tires and then I got afraid of the other guy. Well, I mean, it's not that which would have saved our race anyways, so... But the worst thing about it is I did the same thing at Nürburgring 6 hours last season, so that's what makes it bad.
I mean, there are challenges.
exactly. That's also why I like endurance racing. Like, it's not just driver skill on its own. It's also the team, like each individual driver, as well as team strategy. And especially in multi-class racing, it's about navigating traffic. Like, if you drive unpredictably, you're gonna get hit somehow and end up in the pits. Like, it's just, I think it's more interesting, even if you end up with much larger gaps over a course of 24 hours. I mean, I'm also learning how to drive around that, so... I mean, like, I can do the lap times you're doing, but... Well, at least the 52 ones, but... like, I can't do them reliably. That's the issue. And I mean, that's a matter of practice. Yeah. But I don't practice that much either. But like... I also don't want to get locked down on a single track all the time. Like, there's some tracks I really like Spa, that's a really fun track to drive. But it's also a really challenging one because, you know, you have high-speed sections where if you mess up the throttle a little bit, you either hit the fence or you lose half a second. Like, that makes it really challenging to be competitive on. But I don't know, I think I'm going to be driving Spa with the one I usually drive with. And maybe one other person, I don't know yet. I mean, honestly, this thing would have been amazing driving it with as well. It's just, I usually drive with a single person. Yeah. I mean, if you can't find the team, then tell me, because that's a chance. Yeah, exactly. That's 2 weeks. But I actually did see people looking for teams already. You probably saw it as well in the available drivers channel. And I mean, honestly... Yeah, it's just, that's why I saw your message in the first place, so... But I mean, the people who look for a team now, those are the ones who are really serious about it. And then there's the last minute people who like, they're semi-serious or not at all. Like, I wouldn't call this team like really serious, but maybe like semi-serious about it. Like, we're doing our best, but not practicing for weeks. To do it right. Yeah, exactly. Like, all I've done at Motegi is, last week I did a few practice laps, and that's it. Like, before Watkins Glen. I tested the Watkins Glen timer setup on it, to see how that works. Yeah. Yeah, like, that would be competitive with the top splits. Well, we are the top split, but, you know. But, like, before joining this team, I had, like, 10 laps of practice on this track. Maybe 16. Just from testing setups.
I actually plan to practice during the race.
Well, that sounds familiar. It's as if I've done that a few times before. Yeah.
I was already.
Well, that's actually the thing. Like sometimes when I'm driving with my usual partner, like then if he starts the race, I practice for an hour during the race, and then I join. And sometimes, like, I don't have the time to practice, so I just treat the first 3 hours as practice, right? Like, I can go within half an hour from never having driven the track to actually being somewhat competitive or be able to, you know, only lose 10 positions out of 30.
What's your
Yeah.
what car are you? Watch car, right?
Yeah, I pretty much only drive Porsche.
What
I don't really drive GTP.
lap time?
No, it's been so long. The last Spa I did, I think it was a special event maybe? In the spring or winter, I'm not sure. You do know what winter is, right? No, like, kind of like in Denmark, it's kind of a joke because generally I say we have spring and we have fall and then we have like 1 week of winter. We never truly have summer or winter. Like, right now, yes, we have a heat wave, but not really anything consistent. Like, for you, it would be like you have spring and fall, and then you have summer, right?
The next month will be like the summer. It's like a mixture. It's like, you know, while there is summer, it happens that there is still leaves.
Yeah. No, but like,
And then
fall is... Oh yeah, you have monsoon as well. That would... I guess that would be more like fall. Essentially the time where the plants end up dying. At least some plants. I mean, you have a season that we don't have. Like, at all. The monsoon season. Honestly, I would love to experience that. I know it's wet, but you know, just because it's different.
it's quite about
Yeah. I mean, unlike my dad, I wouldn't mind going to Thailand in the summer and try that. Like, his wife lives in Thailand. Yeah, but like, I wouldn't mind going to Thailand in the summer, even if it's hot. Like, it's very hot, but I can probably survive it, right? If not, then it's an experience that kills me. Well, the thing is that the weather is different as well. Like, there's lots of different types of heat as well. Like, you can be very simple about it and say there's dry and humid heat, but not so much more to it as well. Yeah, exactly. And there's also like, it also depends on where in Thailand you are. Like, if you're at the beach, it's going to be an entirely different climate than if you're in the northern part. And there's also a difference between being in Bangkok, for example, and in the countryside. Like, there's lots of different ways that changes the climate. But it's a bit funny, like, there's a lot of places I do want to visit. But generally, well, I think he's trying to park, but I don't think he should find the parking lot.
He's about sleep. Like, when you were here, this guy was I think it's that he's getting tired.
Yeah, I think there's some, like, that really does affect people. That's another interesting thing in endurance racing, like, people getting exhausted. I mean, I can make do with 1 or 2 hours of sleep when I'm racing, but if I place that sleep in the wrong time of day, like in regards to when I last slept, then it's not gonna, like, that could ruin everything. Like, if I'd gone to sleep right after my stint, then I might have been able to get more sleep as well, but it wouldn't have helped, because I'd have gone to bed too early. And otherwise, if I go to bed too late, then I can't get out of bed, and then I'm basically destroyed by the time I need to get in the car. So for me, it's about timing it to the right point in time. And I generally do know that time, but you know, you never know, like truly know. Well, he did touch the grass. I'm looking in, what's it called? The rear chase. He actually hit the grass. So yeah, it was gonna go off. I think he actually hit the brakes to avoid it. I think he thinks it's his tires that's the issue, but honestly, at this point, I don't think it is. Like, I think he has skill issue as well. Like, he doesn't. Essentially, in hypercar, you need to know when to brake and how hard to brake. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But like, for hypercar you need to brake just the right amount, not too much, just not too little, because either way, like if you brake too much, you're gonna fly off, if you brake too little, you're gonna fly off. That's why I'm not driving hypercar. I simply don't have the brake control. What? Yeah. Currently, I only have the Acron, but I mess up so badly whenever I drive it. Like, no matter which one I have, it wouldn't matter. Like, even in this one, I sometimes hit the ABS. Like, I have. What? Oh yeah. Yeah, I see. I saw it, yeah. Well, not much, at least, so it's better. I mean, if I need to get a car, then I'll just buy it because money isn't that big of an issue, but it's not like I'm gonna buy all of them just because I can, you know. Like also in this championship, I'm missing one track because I actually bought all of the Asian tracks because you know all of the Asian tracks. Well, except for the Australian ones, I didn't buy all of them. But like all of the East Asian ones, I didn't buy. I think that's more than Adelaide. I mean, that's Bathurst as well.
Oh yeah.
That's also Australian. But like, I actually... That's the college. I think I did. If not, I'm going to buy it. Because there's an endurance race on it, so I'm gonna buy it. It's as simple as that, you know. If there's an endurance race, I gotta have it. Because I can't drive it without. But I do need to save a little bit of on money again, because I did just burn a lot on new sim rig. You know, my first professionally made sim rig.
But the track is like how much was it?
I paid €1,400. That...
Did you see that guy? He almost took us out.
Yeah,
Just reminded me.
like behind us? Oh. Oh yeah, I see. He tried to dive bomb. That's like, it's really annoying when they do that without, you know, realizing what they're doing. But I mean, at least he realized that he was about to take us out, so I think that's why he stopped. And went off instead. That's right in the sun. But that looks so good on my screen. I should get a screenshot next time. Actually, I can just rewind. Like, then you guys can see what I'm seeing. No, like, some people think they see what I'm seeing, but they don't.
I can see the light, but I don't see
Yeah. Once you have the time, then you have to see this picture. And that's not even one of the worst maps. Like, it looks like it would in real life, basically. You're gonna get basically blinded. And then I'm doing it in VR, which is possibly even worse. I mean, I don't mind, because usually I know the track well enough. Yeah. But like, generally, you don't need to see the track to drive it. You get what I mean, right? By the way, at that corner you might want to just stick to the racing line and go wide on the corner. Yeah. I think all the GTPs knows just overtaken that high-speed section.
Yeah, he's being a bit cautious.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's just like if you go off the racing line, then they might go off the racing line as well because they're trying to overtake you. And it's unpredictable going off the racing line, you know. It's just that, like, it's okay that you do it, it's just, you know, so sometimes it's just better to stay on the racing line and assume that they know what they're doing. And then you have corners like that one where people just dive bomb. Yep. You have one more step right? Assuming you want it. Do you want me to do it?
If you can do this one, then I can hop on to the next one. Then my legs are getting a bit lazy side, so I might as well have someone right, and then I can...
I don't know, is Giraffe still here?
If not, then
Yeah. It's just, I need more time than, but, yeah. Gerard, are you still here? He is.
No, I mean, yeah, he's busy, but I think he might be.
Yeah, he might be okay. It's just I'm gonna need to actually get some clothes on again, like clothes that I'm not. Yeah, I have regular clothes on now. Like if I sit on the stem rig, it's fine.
So, good thinking, let's say he might not be driving across an hour and 40 minutes is all we have. So if I do this,
Yeah.
then you're going to give us 35 minutes.
Yeah. Like at that point, it would be up to. What? Like it's up to you and him whether you and the, like whoever takes the last.
So I mean, as long as if you want to drive, then this is his chance to drive. Otherwise,
Yeah, like it's the last full stem.
just take a minute, just one minute, great.
Yep. He hasn't responded yet.
Yeah. I have to be like,
Yeah. Like just getting the VR headset on, that takes like 2 minutes at least. It's one of the things that really shouldn't be rushed because if I do it wrongly, then my sight is blurry.
I've never tried VR, I don't mind.
Oh, I find it to be fun.
For me, I'm just like used to like wearing something on my head.
Yeah.
Feels like someone kind of grabbed me.
Yeah. I actually have that fear to some extent as well. Like, you know, I know it's not gonna happen, so every time I think that I'm vulnerable, then I have to think, okay, my doors are locked. If someone does do that, or if someone breaks in, then they're most likely just going to steal everything in the room and leave the computer and be alone, because I won't notice. At least that's what I'm assuming will happen if that happens. Also, I usually have quite loud sound on when driving. But basically when driving I have sports clothing on because I get sweaty a lot.
Oh yeah.
Like at one point I actually got so sweaty that the sweat dripped into my eyes. That was during Bathurst. And I actually got an eye infection during the race. So that, like, I ended up with very rich vision. Like, those, the number signboards that look like the DL signboard, right? Those became huge white blurs. The car that you see in front of you would basically still have the windshield free, and like I was still racing as close as normal, even though I couldn't see exactly where he was. Like I was driving 40 minutes like that, where I really couldn't see, and then I asked my friend if he could take it again because I simply couldn't do it. So I finished that one stint, like I did a 3-hour stint where I got the eye infection, and then I did a 1-hour stint where for 40 minutes of it I could barely even see anything. That was so bad. Like everything just being a massive blur. It was fun. Like, also those distance sports, they were like 3 or 4 times the size. Like the blur were 3 or 4 times the size. Yeah. It was fun though. At least the experience. Remember sense of hits. And I don't think he's gonna make it. I mean, he was expecting you to be 2 hours, so... But you might not... I guess you're not entirely used to endurance racing then.
No, but sometimes, you know, when you're tired, I prefer to alternate rather than do that type of stuff, you know.
Yeah, I get it. Like, had you said it like 5 minutes earlier, I would actually have made it. Like, I could have done it then.
Actually, I didn't know that I was supposed to double stint. I mean, I thought that I could. It's just that no, it's just that you know, that I've noticed that when I'm tired, it is better to better to let someone else drive than to lose concentration.
Yeah. Another thing we can do is that once there's less than 1 hour 1 hour, well, once there's less than 1 hour left, we could switch.
Yeah.
Like if you need it. Then I'll get ready, and in case Gerard shows up, he can do it. Yeah, like
in
that.
case,
So in
that might
35
be a good
minutes.
idea to save time though.
Yeah. Like, so in about 15 minutes I'll get ready. And if Gerard comes back, then he gets the car instead.
That works. So basically, I'm waiting for 35 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say 1 hour 5 minutes left, but the problem with that is if there's an extra lap or something, then that could be an issue. You know. Well, he was having issues with his AC, so
Yeah.
he might be working on fixing that. Like, I mean, if bad shit happens, then it's better to get it solved, right? I mean, that's also why I like having a secondary driver that's pretty much ready at least.
If something happens.
Yeah, exactly. I'm actually gonna set it up to not take new tiles. You just took new tiles, right? Yeah. I'd have to do it again if you get a penalty though, but yeah, should be fine. Just disconnected, so
Oh, in the game.
yeah, like in-game he disconnected, so he might be restarting the game as well. Who knows? I'm tempted to try to save the entire race, like the replay, but I know it's gonna be such a huge file, and it's likely going to fail.
I take another I have it saved. I saved.
Not going to try to rush him. I mean, worst case, like, it doesn't matter if we put an extra time anyways. Like, we're not missing anything. get a penalty because you're the one driving. Like, you can definitely hold off on getting faults instead of fine, right? I don't think I can manage that. I am trying to trail brake, but
What pedals do you have?
those are CRP2, I think they're called. The load cell. I need the brake pedals.
Like generally when you can like hold it for extended like all the periods.
I guess I could do that, but then I'd need to adjust the springs in it, which I am thinking of doing, like essentially adding more tension to it, because as it is now, it's too easy for me to overbrake.
Like, is it soft now or is it like harder?
It's pretty soft right now. I only need to hit it with like 60 or 80 kilos to reach the limit, which is basically nothing to me. But I need to physically switch the springs in it. All the damper discs. Because you're too high speed.
No, I think exactly
Yeah.
I just picked up cameras.
Yeah. That's no good.
Just check my fingers.
Never mind. I think you lost it. Yeah, I think it went away. That sucks. Well, we should be okay.
I'm still good.
You're still on track?
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, either way, I'm hurrying to get the last things ready, just in case. It just switched to showing the pit lane
Okay.
for me.
Oh yeah. That happens. I'm
Step back a moment. Okay, I'm back. Well, I think it might actually have been my client that has an issue because I lost sound. Yep.
Well, it's kind of weird because you get to an area on
Yeah. Do I have a cable for If my VR controller as well got out of power, like, I might have forgotten to turn it off at the start of the race. The thing is, I'm missing the engine sounds, really. Like, I have the ambient sound. Actually, going to settings fixed it. But refreshed it, so... Like, I could hear a slight amount of sound, so, you know... Just have to try it, you know. But I guess I'm ready to take over if needed. Yeah. Okay, I'm not sure how the incident point count works because
Oh, I had
something's
an
definitely off.
I got
No,
questions.
not just you. Yeah, it's not you. Only like I'm looking at the results list that shows our individual incident points, but also team points, and even team points is wrong.
I got
Oh. The fourth place at a P2 has a meatball flag.
People is done.
Yeah.
How come that any car has it longer than the car fix? They might finish. It's longer than.
My team is supposed to be 58, but now it, isn't showing. Wait, no, that's because it switched to a different team. What was our team name? Code 3. Also, one thing I like about how iRacing have done VR is that the UI isn't bound to VR, it's bound to the car. What?
The Irish UI, like where you choose the
Yeah. I have keybind that I can use for that. But for the UI, oh wait, no, sorry, not the iRacing UI. I'm talking about the in-game UI as the overlays, like black box and such. The other one, I do need a mouse for. And oh, that's no good.
So I have a question. Have your VR connected to a PC or like does the VR have its own?
No, it's connected. If it has its own CPU, that would, it's convenient for games on the go, but it doesn't have the same power. I'd have trouble running iRacing, that's for sure. Yeah, it's down. I know that VR games like that, that's the Oculus Quest, which I guess is called Oculus Beta Quest 2 now. Facebook Beta Quest, not sure which name they go by now.
And there it goes.
Sure.
No, he just went right. So basically, in reality, it's like racing, but you have a full window and everything, but just real headset instead of monitor.
Yeah, kind of. It's a monitor with some input controls as well, and it's a 3D monitor as well.
So
Also,
you can
it does have it. What?
You can watch movies in cloud, right? Like,
Yeah, I can. So that's a bit more of a pain doing because so like most movie software doesn't work with VR. So I need to actually find a new movie software for it because most of the ones that originally existed, those were discontinued. Or they got updated to, you know, destroy how they work with VR. That's another option. Like changing that, all that features. Basically, the one that was shipped with HTC Vive originally, that one they removed entirely from the store because people used it for porn, which was something they didn't support. Actually, no, that was US law that decided that. Like, the laws in US define VR as a toy, and you're not allowed to use like a regular toy for watching porn, like a children's toy.
yeah,
Like, the problem is that the company is originally US based, or well, not originally. It's become US based because that's the cheapest way to run a company. Or it was. Not so much right now, because, you know, various political issues. But like, stuff like that has happened, and that has had some consequences that is destroying movies in VR mostly. But I mean, I also have PlayStation VR, which I can use on a PS4. On that, I can at least watch Blu-rays. So I mean, I wouldn't mind finding a movie theater application for this that actually works. It just takes effort, you know. I mean, with AI I might be able to find one somewhat easily.
So, at the moment, I have 40 minutes of view and 22 laps estimate. Okay, can you check how much fuel do we need for doing 1 hour?
Well, have you set it to auto fuel
Yeah.
with margin 1 lap?
Yes.
Okay, then it should be fine. Like the in-game auto fueling, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, your other overlays and such doesn't interfere with it, right?
No.
Okay. I know cruise ship interferes and doesn't do it right, so have to make sure.
My own is.
Yeah, yeah. As long as we hit around the 1 hour mark, we'll get enough. But if we hit now, then we're gonna need more. Unless I do some crazy fuel saving. But then we lose 5 seconds per lap, so pointless. could you imagine a race where someone had a car that like it doesn't need to be refueled, and all the drivers needed are in the car, so they don't actually need to enter the pits to do a driver change. And driving so slow that tires are gonna last the entire race. And like for 24 hours. Like the car never enters the pit, you know, right? That could be hilarious. Also, every driver would have wheel and pedals and stuff, like all the controls. So that, you know, they can do a safe driver change. Like, do you think that has the potential to win a race? Like, even if it doesn't, like, just by not doing pit stops at all. Like, that would gain them more than an hour over the duration of a 24-hour race, right?
Yep, and also
yeah. Exactly, like that's just a pit stop time. And like if it's GT World Challenge where they have a minimum pit stop time of 5 minutes, then it would gain them like 2 hours on track. So even if they're not like, yeah, you know, they're not going into the pits, so they don't need to slow down while in the pit lane. They don't need to be stopped in the pit lane. Like, that would be absolutely insane, that amount of time gained. And that's the time that they can then spend driving slower to save the tires. Like, I actually think it would be a viable strategy, and the worst thing is, I don't think there's any rules that's against it in any race series, because no one's ever had that idea before. But like, you need something that makes sure that, you know, it's clear who the driver is. Like, it's clear that there has been a driver change. But I don't think there's any rules stating you can't be multiple drivers on the car. Oh, now I know why you want to cut your stint short. No, like, you're on the verge of getting a penalty. You're taking revenge. Well, that's what it is. For the 2 penalties you already did serve.
Wait, are we gonna add one?
Wait, what?
Are we gonna add 160?
Yeah, 160.
I mean, if you want, like, you just do the 160 and take the penalty. and then
no need. I can handle a penalty. It's just a bit of time to relax, you know.
So for me, what I do is that when I'm like really tired, I just try to focus and I concentrate.
Yeah.
Like that happened to me when I was driving for 4 hours.
Yeah. Like, that's also the thing, like, after 3.5 hours, I started to focus a lot. Then I really have to, you know, basically go through each corner and think, this corner, this corner, this corner, like, how do I approach them? Like, how do I approach the next corner?
In such a case, it's always better to alternate. You should have some.
Yeah. But like sometimes someone needs to go, or
Yeah,
like something can come up, and then you have to step in. And sometimes that means you drive an extended stint. Sometimes it means
Yeah, so
you get an entire extra driving stint.
it's always good that you should always have one driver on standby.
Yeah, well, to an extent.
Yeah,
Like, at least with the team I did Nürburgring with, we usually were 2 people there all the time, but we did both have a 4-hour window to sleep.
just like part.
No, we were 3 people, but like, so we had 3 4-hour windows to sleep, and
I got you.
our third driver, who we don't usually drive with, he basically couldn't take the car again after sleeping. He couldn't handle lot of sleep. Also, you can fit now if you need.
Yeah. I'll do one more lap.
Okay.
Goodbye, Motegi lap.
But in the end, we ended up 2 of us driving about, well, basically most of the race, and one person who drove, I think 6 hours. But I mean, he did cover for us during the night shift, so that essentially opened up an 8-hour window for both of us to sleep. And he also got an 8-hour window. The problem is falling asleep. Like, I had to go shower, then I had to go sleep, and then I got 1 hour of sleep. Until I got that message saying that we couldn't make it in time. And then I got dressed and got ready to take over, and then 15 minutes before his stint would have started, he got back. And at that time, I couldn't sleep again, so, you know.
Alright, what's the next lap?
Yep.
So, 30
Yeah, I mean, even if we fill, yeah, but even if we fill it fully, it should be more than enough. That's also why I said 1 hour, so, you know.
Alright, I'm out. Car is yours.
One ABS, 0 TC, and that should be it for those settings.
You uncheck the tires, right? Yep.
Oh, it's still doing driver swap. That's too bad.
The fuel is good to
We
go.
could have fueled fully.
You have 32 laps of fuel, so more than enough.
You know.
Just remember, no more incidents. Unless you want to swim by the pits to see the view.
Which, sorry?
Oh, I was just saying, just remember, no more incident points.
Oh.
Unless you want to swing by the pits to see the view.
I can do that. It doesn't take much effort to enter the pits. I can even make it a stop and go if needed.
No, I think 159 would do just fine.
Uh, this was a new one. Crew chief said we'll need to pit on lap 7:39. Like, I've never heard it use such high numbers. So I'm glad it's not like a
Car
1-minute lap. That would be horrible. I remember in Gran Turismo, there was a track that was like 50 seconds or something like that if you were driving it slowly. And that was a 9-hour race on that. That's just insane, right? That 9-hour race felt like ages.
Oh.
Well, that guy gets a stop and go.
All sort of chaos.
Unsafe pit entry?
I don't think you get that, do you?
Yeah, he's gonna get a stop and go for unsafe pit entry. You can watch him in the pit.
Yeah.
Johan Born is the name.
Yeah. I mean, he's still changing stuff.
Oh, you should also see that picture I sent in the Discord.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
No, I'm checking it now. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I see it now.
Like, that's the level of the sun that I'm experiencing when I'm driving against the sun. And depending on the angle, it's actually worse than that.
Oh,
Like, it can
well,
be
I
to
see it.
the point where I can't see anything.
I get it.
But it looks so good. Like, that's another thing that's nice about VR, it's the immersion of it. Like, it's basically like wearing a helmet in the car.
Right now, there's no sun, right? You don't see any sun at the moment.
Not really. I see a bit of sunlight, but not the sun.
Yeah.
Like, no sunbeams.
See, it's cloudy.
Yeah. Yep. And it's the idiot.
GTP on the left. Yeah. Clear. Yeah.
Yeah, I was concerned about him. Because he saw me going wide, possibly going into the pit, right? Like, better to stop it now and not get hit. Like, that's what I mean when I say you can just stick to the racing line. They're going to expect you to do that.
Yeah.
And of course, if they're covering your racing line, then let them go by. Except for one person, he expects you to just yield. You know, that green one. Like,
Down in 8th
he
place.
just dives everyone.
Cars ahead of him, a few back markers before he can get towards Lewis Hamilton.
And maybe that
who's now
guy.
down in 7th and still behind Oscar Piastri.
Yeah, that's bad from Ocon. I think Ocon should have got out of the way there before turn 6 and let Hadjar pass, and he's still holding him up through 7 and 8. I don't know what Ocon's doing there. And,
He's been shown the blue flag 3 times.
yeah, I think Hadjar will be annoyed with that because really Esteban Ocon should have let him pass into turn 6, and you know it's cost Hadjar a lot of time there, Crofty.
It certainly has. Oscar Piastri, fastest man on the track currently. His teammate Lando Norris, not mentioned a huge amount. I wonder if Lando Norris is trying to do a one-stop there.
So, yeah, best you can at this stage of the race. Just try to build a bit of a tyre offset. Hope he gets into trouble towards the end. From me.
They've just been told, Lando Norris, by Will Joseph, the other cars will have to stop. The opportunity for us is just the best version of yourself. He might not have the pace here. Can he whisper those tyres to a one-stop at the end of this race?
It's a bit of a life mantra, that isn't it? The best version of yourself. We should all do that.
We try.
Yep.
We try.
We don't always succeed, but we definitely try.
I'm sure Lando's trying too.
So Verstappen last lap, a 1:12.3. He's got a 4.3
Would have been better to
second
just
gap
get
over
the
Kimi
penalty out of the way,
Antonelli,
right?
who's last lap was 1:11.8.
Instead of spinning.
Kimi Antonelli has significant pace over Max Verstappen, Bernie Collins.
But no loss of control, so that's good.
As long as you kept the car straight, so you won't be.
So explain that message to George Russell, because he's worried.
George Russell is doing the strategy for 3 cars around him, Crofty, isn't he?
But
Because
honestly,
he's
I
saying
think
that
that's another
stop
benefit of,
at some point
you
will
know,
stop, emerge behind George Russell, and
not
that
having
means that Russell's
TC
looking
on.
after his tyres,
That's that.
knows that there's a
I
chance
think it
Verstappen
doesn't
gets a medium
recognize
tyre
it as out of
control.
control as easily because
Verstappen
you're
do
still
that
the
if
one in
Kimi's
control of the
ahead,
car because the
potentially can come
TC
into play
hasn't
with
kicked
blocking
in.
him and all these things.
I
So
mean,
Russell's
if
trying
both
to
teams you
provoke
want
Kimi to
to
stop,
do, you might
and that way
just be a
provoke
bit
Verstappen to stop, and then it reduces the risk of
Yeah, but
overtaking.
the thing is, I lose a lot of time on the exit
If you
when I
were
do
to have a
that.
strategy for Kimi Antonelli, would you ask him to go to the
Yeah.
end of this race?
And besides, I'm pretty.
Stop him.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm used to TC0, so the reason I spun there wasn't actually the TC. Like that would have happened on TC1 as well.
Others, the alternative is the soft looked quite good for Lewis Hamilton. So can Kimi extend long enough to put a soft tyre on and then
On
be able
P2.
to stop that?
Is neither of those cars have run the hard time this weekend. This is their first laps on the hard time because every team qualification. Just 2 sets for the weekend, and most of them have kept them for the race.
George Russell is coming into pit. Bernie Collins.
Yeah, I was just saying, Russell, he's got margin now to Hamilton, so if there's any warm up on the hard tyre, he'll come out ahead. He has a few laps to get that tyre in. Antonelli might just continue because Antonelli's already behind Hamilton and Verstappen, so why not take the advantage of the free air?
Yeah, if this is a one-stop strategy from George Russell, he's going to go 51 laps on the hard side. It's probably not going to happen. Little pits of detritus cleared away out of the brake duct on Oscar Piastri's front left wheel as he pits too. Liam Lawson has also been into the pits. George Russell comes out, and that is the gap between himself and Lewis Hamilton.
Do you think we can gain 15 laps within the last hour?
As it stands in this race, the McLaren of Oscar Piastri back out to the racetrack. McLaren want him.
I mean, if he parks, then we can get a 4th place. If everyone else also parks.
So Russell is 3 seconds ahead.
Lando, we're going to stay out. You'll get clean air. We're going to extend.
And the only way to probably find the worst corner when there's the most amount of cars on track around me, then just do a crash and then
save themselves 20 seconds for having
But that's the only way I see it.
find out.
Just look at the tyres here. Just watch as Lewis comes
I
through.
mean, turn 1?
See, the inside
On
shoulder,
lap
the
one?
front left is already.
I don't have the ability to time travel.
We see Bortoletto going past. Picture there for
Don't touch the grass when braking. Did you know that that's a bad idea doing?
Russell has come out 1.7 of Hamilton, who has now got Verstappen within the overtake.
I actually did that in a race recently where it was on Road America, I think. Like, I had the P1 on my left side, and then I was just slightly in the grass, and that resulted in me, like when I hit the brakes, I swerved left immediately and hit him. Like, it was so bad.
All right, back.
Okay. Do you want to drive or not?
What's going on right now?
What?
45 minutes left. And there is
I'm probably a.
He said a ball.
Gerard, if you want to drive, I'll just pit.
Oh, no. I mean, no, if you got a thing going, go ahead.
It doesn't matter to me. We're not gonna lose a position either way, so...
Yeah,
Okay.
if you plan you want to drive, you can do something.
It's just Ash was having issues with his foot, so...
So
Oh, okay.
basically, I drove for additional 30 minutes and then we swapped cars.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, if you want to, you can take the car.
Sure, why
Just say the
not?
word. Okay.
How many more laps you got, though?
It can go to the end, so...
Basically,
I'll
you-
just pit whenever... When you're ready, I can pit.
No, if you got a full tank of gas, I just thought you were pitting to fill up or something. Change tires.
Nah.
we have
If you can make it to the end, make it to the end.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just if you wanted to drive.
No, I'm
Since, you
fine.
know... It's not that I want to steal your spin.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Well, we are one agent away from a driver, so...
Oh yeah, there was no ulterior motive at all.
Oh.
I actually hadn't thought of that.
I just saw a big wreck on a yellow at Watkins Glen just now. One car, I guess, slowed down
Yep.
on the inside lane. And the
Congratulations.
harder racing car, the Aston Martin, smashed. Uh-oh.
I did a stupid.
Nah, it's fine. Just drive to do, enjoy the
Let's just
time
bring it home.
difference.
Yeah, but
Say hi to
you
them.
know, I did a stupid. Like it was, I was actually stable on the exit, but then I swerved slightly right off
No.
track.
Just drive to the pit, see if our pit crew guy is still coughing or not.
Oh yeah, might as well, wait, do we have enough time to fill up and finish the race on this tank?
Yeah,
Maybe we
yeah.
should have gotten like a lap or
Yeah.
two more.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's enough for finishing the race.
Oh, okay.
But I mean,
Because this.
like, I'm
41
okay with
minutes
you
left.
driving.
No. There's no reason to stop if you're going. If
Okay.
you got enough gas for the end to go for it.
Yeah.
Motegi Oval looks so good. I'm gonna drive the Oval once we're done with 24 hours.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on to another race myself.
Wonderful cars.
Oh yeah, you also have spanned Formula One to watch, right?
Well, Formula One's over. Spa's
Oh.
over. Now there's only Watkins Glen.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Spa's
but there's
over
NASCAR.
already.
NASCAR's at Sonoma, so I'll be watching that. SVG probably. Same at Ginsburg.
Well, like the way you shop for TV channels is which races do you cover?
It's every weekend. It really is. Like what's
Yeah,
on this
but li-
weekend to watch?
li-
You know.
Like you know, some people shop like when they decide on which TV channels they're gonna get at home. Then they're gonna be like, oh, I want this channel for sports, this channel for news and stuff like that.
I got.
But
you.
for you,
Well, I got
it's
YouTube
like-
TV.
Yeah, but like you get what I mean, right? Like for you, it's like if you were to shop for TV channels, it would be which races do you cover?
Oh yeah, for sure. That's unfortunately that's why I have like I got like 5 people in my family, so everybody's got a favorite something or other. So, but IMSA's
Yeah.
on Peacock, NASCAR can be on Prime or regular TV. IndyCar's on regular TV. What else? Formula One is Apple, but of course somebody in the house wants Apple. So I mean, it's not like I could get rid of something. You know what I mean? So I'm stuck, but I might as well use it myself. Oh, and now my AC's working. Don't ask me how.
So the Watkins game is IMSA series that's going on right now, right?
It is. Yeah, IMSA. It's on YouTube.
Yeah,
Oh no, wait. I don't know if it's on YouTube. In your
yeah.
country, it's on
It is,
Peacock
it
here.
is.
It is. Oh, cool.
Well, basically, if you're not in USA, then anything can be on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like that's. I honestly feel bad for you guys. Like you
Well,
can't watch you can't watch the GT World Tour on YouTube.
Yeah, we can.
Even-
Yeah, it is. It's on YouTube. I watched it yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
I thought it was geo-blocked.
No, not at all. I watch
Okay.
GT World whenever it's on.
Oh yeah.
DTM
oh,
I get too.
Yeah, you're right. It's Nürburgring that's geo-blocked. It's not the other one.
Well, no, there's a way
Nürburgring
around
is
that.
geo-blocked.
We did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right about that though. But
like,
hold on.
There's always a way around, right?
Well, hold on. Let me see. Watch it. I gotta ask my son.
The record books, and it's going to be a
There'll be a Sarah Moran's Cup win for Line Speed. It's going to be a first GT World Challenge Europe win for Thomas Preining. It's going to be a first CrowdStrike 24 Hours of Spa win for Thomas Preining, Bastien Bus and Ricardo Feller. Porsche wins the CrowdStrike 24 Hours of Spa. Line Speed GT.
Oh yeah, so that's another thing. So that was on Racer. So I got a subscription to the sports package on YouTube, so it was on there. That's how we watched the Nürburgring.
yeah.
But you're right about that. It did shut off.
I mean, there's always the option of using a VPN. So
Yeah.
I mean, essentially, like it's like a lock. It's not there to keep a thief out. It's there to keep honest people honest. If you get what I mean.
Plus, you know,
Like,
yeah. Plus, they want to make money. You know, if they got to sell the product. You know what I mean? If they're selling
Yeah.
it in your area, then they want to protect that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the thing is that they are selling it in my area, but they don't own the rights nationally in most countries. There's only 2 countries where there's national TV rights, and that's USA and one other, as far as I know. Like, most countries don't have national TV rights. Like,
Yeah.
Attack, who hosts Nürburgring, can just sell the rights to multiple TV
Yeah.
agencies, and then, you know, they'll double dip. Like,
Also,
who wouldn't do that?
You know the force feedback thing that you're having?
Yeah.
They said that it's a bug that was in season 3. So they're working on a fix on it, but no ETA. So
Okay.
yeah, what they're saying
It
is
might
you can,
it might also be Moser related, but
yeah. Even I think that because I can feel the curves a little bit more lesser. So what they're saying is you can dial up the force feedback and just turn it down a few clicks. That might fix it.
didn't do it last time.
Yeah,
Also,
nobody
I'm
knows.
running at what value was that? 10.9. Oh, it actually got lowered again. That's no good. It's already low. Well, I mean, I'm used to this force feedback right now. It's no big deal.
Yeah, it's just saw it in Iris.
Yeah. It might also be something that Moser can fix in some way. Like, I haven't updated it for like 3 months. Last time I updated it, I got the stability issues with all the software, so like basically an update gone wrong.
So will he make the late lunge?
And recently I had a graphics update go wrong, so that resulted in a slightly corrupt graphics driver. It worked, but you know, then I wanted to update my graphics card, and then it broke. So I had to use third-party uninstaller and remove all the files of it from my PC, of my driver, you know, and then install it from scratch. Like, and I had to do that in safe mode because, you know, I couldn't launch it in like I literally couldn't start my PC properly. Well, I could, but it would run for like 5 minutes then crash.
Open up a little bit of a gap, so Hamilton doesn't get the toe, doesn't get the benefit of the overtake, and I think he's done it there, Crofty.
I don't know. That's on LMP2. Not bad at driving.
He's got a decent advantage. Hamilton's tyres, I don't think are in as good a shape as Max Verstappen's at this time, and it's hurting him.
Yeah, and the other thing is, by making the move down the inside of 6, it forced Lewis onto the dust, onto the marbles. Lewis would have picked up that sort of rubbish, and it takes 2 or 3 corners to clean up, and I think that's allowed Max to just break away. Aggressive stuff, but effective.
This is after Lando Norris's pit stop. It's not what you want to be doing when you've got a fresh set of C3 tyres on.
Yeah, so what can Verstappen now do?
And another one.
He's only 3 seconds.
It's gonna catch up on the
Should we ask his boss?
next straight.
We are thoroughly absorbed in this race, and I'm sure you are too. Are you enjoying it? Is it going according to plan so far?
Yep.
Look, I think the first position.
Well, for 12 seconds. Oh.
Seems good. Max is able to.
That was the once a good spot where he caught up.
Let's see where it is. It's a top spot, but for sure he's able to.
Like, what's going on?
Just behind that top spot, so that's the first good news. And as you can see, there is still a bit of a good fair bit of strategic game going on with tires and strategy, so that will make the race, I'm sure, interesting for a while.
Laurent, I know you're not going to tell us what you're going to do, but Kimi Antonelli in the lead is still going.
By the way,
do you think they're going to try
Gerard, what did you think of the
It looks a bit of a stretch, if I'm honest,
the sun?
to try that, but you know, Kimi's pace has been very, very good all weekend, so you never know what he's going to come out with. But with the deck we see, for sure,
I think he's
one
okay.
stop looks like a stretch, but again, it's never serious.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And very briefly, was tyre deck worse? Or
Well, it
better
was
than you
broken, he
expected?
said. So.
No, he said that the
It's not
channel
too far
started
from
to work.
expectation.
Ah, okay.
Brilliant.
And
I hope it's 6 though.
We are thinking also about plan B.
It's so sad when things break.
Pace by Max Verstappen at the moment, and Charles Leclerc once again defends from Kimi Antonelli, but he goes wider, doesn't he? And is harvesting, getting more energy into that battery, coming out of that corner. Antonelli is just sticking to him a little bit, thinking, where can I pick you off? Because I'm going to pick you off in a minute.
I saw a bit of smoke there, Crofty.
Often happens with the Ferraris.
Yeah.
Often happens with both Ferraris. And it's just the way their exhaust system runs. It's been intriguing me all season, trust me, on that one. Hamilton, by the way, gaining on Isaac Hadjar, and he's only about 4/10 behind him as we just see them coming through the final corner now, as we watch Charles Leclerc leading Kimi Antonelli down the straight in the battle for currently 3rd place. While that is happening, just by 5/100ths of a second on the last lap, Verstappen closes in on George Russell again. They have got pace in that Red Bull, unless George is managing it to a certain extent in these hot conditions here in Styria. Now, the Aston Martin moves out of the way. Hadjar under pressure from Lewis Hamilton. Let's see what happens to Antonelli and Leclerc, though, as they head down towards turn 4. And Kimi Antonelli breezes past Charles Leclerc. Doesn't go as deep as we've seen other drivers go when they're late braking, and he gets that 3rd place. And whilst he does that, Lewis Hamilton is going wheel to wheel with Isaac Hadjar. Once again, Hamilton and a Red Bull, separated not by much, going through turn 6, and Hamilton is up to P6.
Yeah, great move. Hung it out the outside of turn 6. Used the softer tyre there that he's got and managed to make it stick. That was a critical move for Antonelli, by the way. On the last lap before that, they lost 7/10 on just that single lap to Max Verstappen. So it was really important for Antonelli on those fresher tyres. Look at the graphic on the left-hand side, to get ahead of Leclerc and now set off after the Red Bull.
Kind of think, well, this is comfortable for George Russell at the moment, leading the Grand Prix. We're on lap 31 of 71, but there is a long, long way to go. And that Red Bull has got some pace at the hands of Max Verstappen. This is how Lewis Hamilton got past Isaac Hadjar. There seemed to be a couple of bifold patio doors open there for Hamilton to drive into.
I wonder how fast my lap time can get if I disregard any track limits.
Or he was being overly generous to his childhood hero there on the inside, but it was a very, very big invitation for Lewis to take.
Just to let you know, by the way, the longest soft tyre run last season here, and the tyres were a bit softer in their build and their construction, was 12 laps. I think I Hulkenberg at the start of the race. So do Ferrari think they can do about 15 laps on this set of softs, then go maybe to a set of hards to the race? A yellow flag infringement for Alex Albon. Lance Stroll's been noted for one of those as well. Franco Colapinto is going down the inside on Esteban Ocon at turn 4. That looks like he got the job done. Yes, he did. 16th for him. Anthony Davidson, Sky Race Control.
Yeah, just listening into the radio of both Mercedes engineers to their drivers reporting the lap time last time around with 11.0 for Max Verstappen, and George Russell was asked for his push level for his 11.3 that he did last time. I didn't hear his reply. He hasn't actually replied yet, but I should imagine they're all pushing about the same level. My feeling is that they are genuinely worried about the pace of Max Verstappen here. The race is on.
2 seconds down.
And mode TS. Mode TS. Why do I have to go to mode TS? Temperature. I already have no power.
Are things getting a bit hot for Lewis Hamilton's Ferrari? He's been running close to cars for most of this race. And does he need a bit of free air, I wonder? Karoon, what Anthony said there is kind of what I'm thinking here, that it might look comfortable for George Russell out in front, but if I was Mercedes, if I was Russell, I would be just keeping a very watchful eye on what Max Verstappen's doing.
Yeah, 100%. You know, again, Max on that last lap taking a couple of tenths out. Antonelli on those fresher tyres taking half a second out of Russell's lead. He is some way behind, right? He's 13 seconds now behind George. There's, as I said, there's still over 50% of this Grand Prix to go. And Max Verstappen, at this stage, Trophy, as we look at it, they both used one brand new set of mediums. They both used one brand new set of hard tyres. We know Max has got one brand new set of each available for the remaining part of this Grand Prix, whereas George does not.
He has just the one set of new hards to use. Bernie, down to you on the pit wall.
Yeah, just to pick up on that, Crofty, I think what Corinne said there is absolutely right. Verstappen could, depending on what George does, Verstappen can stop and fit a medium. That'll be much stronger on the undercut of George if we can close that gap to get close to him. If Russell decides to do no more stops and does that magic magic one stop to the end. Again, Verstappen can decide to fit whatever he wants to try and close that gap and overtake the position. So definitely Mercedes pit wall and Russell feeling very much hunted by Verstappen at this stage and feeling like Verstappen has maybe got more cards in the deck to play with.
So Russell from Verstappen, Antonelli, Leclerc and Piastri the top 5, and Piastri's gaining on Charles Leclerc, as you can see. Lewis Hamilton runs in 6, wants to know, has the car cooled down yet? Can he push a bit harder? All the while that Oscar Piastri pushes onto Leclerc, that helps Hamilton.
You know, this is the time to experiment with driving, right?
Behind the McLaren, who makes his way through turn 3.
Like how to do new driving techniques, right?
Ahead of Lawson, both racing
Not the last hour.
Sure it is. We're gonna finish either way in this position, right? I am literally using techniques that I basically have been neglecting doing because, you know, it's a little bit sketchy doing. Like accelerating heavily out of corners.
Sufficiently now. Lewis was asking, has the car cooled down yet? We believe he's been told that he
and low gears to get extra rotation.
When Lewis says he's got no power,
like I'm not 100% confident in doing that.
Bear in mind, it's a new engine this weekend, so the engine's okay. It's just, yeah, it's just the battery that's
but I mean,
too hot. They're all marginal.
that's what you have races for, right? Practice.
That's why they needed to use the mode temperature saving or whatever it is, mode TS, and cool the battery down. But that's okay now. Hamilton might get a bit more power now from this battery.
Can't stick a battery in an ice bath, Chandler, but if you could, I would imagine they would want to do that at the end of this race.
Yeah, I wouldn't jump into that particular ice bath, but I could do with one as well if I'm honest after the race. Hamilton, you know, just with that change Ted mentioned, immediately on the next lap took half a second out of Oscar Piastri. That gap had opened probably to nearly 2 seconds, and it's now, as you can see on the graphic on the left, down to 1.2. So Piastri, the meat in a Ferrari sandwich. Leclerc, I think, is struggling for pace now. I think Leclerc, at this stage, his tyres are, what, 6 laps older than Piastri's. I think he's starting to struggle and is holding the cars behind him up.
He is. Now get this, Fernando Alonso's been noted for speeding in the pit lane, but he's been noted for speeding.
Oh, that guy left some pebbles on the road.
I really feel for...
Lots of chaos to people. I'm watching others.
At the moment, you know, in terms of pace, it was slower than Cadillac, and yeah, it's been a very, very tough weekend.
I don't wish it on anyone on that team at all. They're a great bunch at Silverstone and Aston Martin, and the sooner we see a B-spec car and then being a bit more competitive, the better for all involved. Here comes Lewis Hamilton behind Oscar Piastri.
Everyone's getting a bit lazy.
It's the gearbox of Charles Leclerc. Now, while that's happening, the gap 2.3 seconds. George Russell over Max Verstappen. It was 3.2 seconds at the end of lap 35.
Something's happened to Russell in the middle sector. He's lost 8/10 in the middle sector of the lap. So I don't know what's happened there, but something has happened with George Russell. I wonder if he's had a mistake up at turn 3 or 4. But suddenly, Max Verstappen, the hunter, he can sniff, he can see his prey moving closer and closer. And Coffee, as a driver, that is so powerful. When you can see the rear wing, the gearbox of your rival in front, it is there. The carrot is just being dangled in front of you.
It is. What a carrot going on here. And the battle for fourth place. Leclerc, Piastri, Hamilton. There goes Piastri down the inside towards turn 3. Oh, it's tight, and they bang wheels on the exit. Not too hard, but Lewis Hamilton is now going to take advantage because Charles Leclerc definitely compromised when Oscar Piastri went past him. Leclerc stays ahead of Hamilton there. Was that
This guy's just insane.
Sorry, had to take a small fall.
to keep with Oscar Piastri. Piastri's been gaining on him for a while. Hamilton's going to go dancing around the outside of
Bring it
turn
home.
6, but he's going to try to anyway, and has got that advantage
I can't.
over Charles Leclerc. who
22
made it
minutes.
The car's
Hamilton's
virtual.
up to 5th. Piastri's up to 4th, and Charles
Virtual?
Leclerc
What do
is
you
not
mean?
having
Yeah, I can't bring it home.
It's a second great
Oh.
But
up,
He did that with Hajjar. Leclerc's now boxing
Did
in.
something come off his front wing as well? I just wonder if if something came off Charles Leclerc's front wing, like an end plate. Either way, if he was boxing, not quite sure why.
Yeah, Ferrari should have cut it off.
He fought it so hard, but it happened, and
But you know, now's the time to go fast.
Unless looking at that front wing, I can't. Oh yes,
Well,
something did.
always is the time to go fast, right?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
clearly, they've decided
Unless you gotta say
not to
yes.
take the time penalty would have been to change their front wing and
Unless
they're just
what?
gonna let him manage it.
You got to save fuel. You're
So,
doing a fuel run.
I wonder if they made
No,
that
no, then you still gotta go fast, but
Because
only to the point where you still have enough fuel.
If they were anyway going to pull him in,
Like,
they
go
should have
fast
pulled
with
it
the
off, because
restraint
it's
of
cost them
saving
more
fuel.
race time, really.
Right.
Right, we'll see how this evolves, and while we see how this evolves, Verstappen 1.7 seconds behind George Russell. What happened to Russell on lap 35, Ams?
Yeah, he ran wide at turn 3 hairpin property, a small lockup, but it had big consequences.
So
Almost
Claire, if
right
you
off.
finish the race now, you'll go up
Average a lot
30
of
I
time
rating.
on that particular one. It feels like he's
Oh.
really starting to struggle on this.
Well,
second
that's
half
not true
tyres.
because
Max
it,
Verstappen
that's
says he
on the
feels
cars
happy
on the field right
on
now.
tyres
So,
when armed.
but it's
So
got to be
they're
around
likely
there. To
to
be honest.
go for another one.
What they do is
It's,
once the race is
on which
over.
cars you said?
Well, right now the strength of field for us is 21.56, and it's pretty much been hovering around that for the whole night. So, you know what I mean? What they do at the end of the race is they take everybody in that section's I rating, and then they figure it out per team. You know what everybody gets
Yeah.
with I rating. Safety
Actually,
rating
it's
is
per
in
player. The I rating is per player, actually.
They say no. They say on this thing it's in the rules. It says it's split amongst the team.
Oh, yeah. They
The
figure out
safety
the
rating
team.
is zero.
So yeah, they figure out the team's I rating, and then within the team it's split based on the contribution. I think that's how it works.
It says I rating will
Which
be
means I
updated.
get the most.
It says I rating will be updated in this session. Each driver contributes to their team's I rating proportionally to their percentage of their own team's total laps. I rating is then exchanged between the teams in the usual manner. Then the I rating delta assigned to each team is distributed to each of its drivers in the same proportion. So there's a bit more math involved.
Yeah. But like, basically the amount you lose and the amount you gain is based on the amount of laps you've driven, and then
So you got the most
essentially
of 28. I got the least,
exactly.
39.
4 seconds the gap now between Russell
Yeah.
and Verstappen out in front. Kimi Antonelli, championship leader, running
Have you
quite
really
a
only
race.
driven
To be
four
honest, if you
spins?
never have a lonely race here
Yeah.
on a 2.6-mile circuit, he's in
You
third.
should have taken this car then.
There's no reason to.
Five-time winner, five-time pole
Well, I
sitter,
mean, I rating.
sprints, three
Oh.
sprint poles. He's a
Depends.
bit of a master on the circuit, Bernie Collins, isn't he, Max?
It's not going to jump that much anyway. We're
He
nine.
is indeed. Now, what I was going to say is watch for Oscar
No,
Piastri
If anything,
like-
if I keep it clean, the
to
safety
cover
rating.
the Charles Leclerc undercut threat.
Well, you have been keeping it the most clean of us all, so
To cover it, but Leclerc has again.
you're probably gaining at least A rank.
Well, in that middle stint.
You got 60. Lord. What the heck happened?
What about me?
You're 43. And then Snap 35 and I'm 26.
Well, I mean, 60, that's less than I usually get, so... I mean, Nürburgring I did a lot of practice on, and that did result in me getting less, but
Just to finish your stat about why this place is so
still,
special for it.
you know.
And this could be another
Well, I am
special
getting more
afternoon
practice,
coming
so
his
I guess
way
that
on
also
the
helps.
track where Max Verstappen won from
Just like how
fourth
now
to
I'm
18th
actually
to second,
practicing
from
as well,
2019 from
you know.
21, and the
Like, I'm
second
practicing
race in
driving techniques that I don't usually use, but I know how to. Because, you know, there's not really anything to lose at this point, except a bit of safety rating.
All the way around to the end of the lap because he's now in what we call the dirty air. There's the turbulent air coming off the back of the Mercedes that's affecting the front wing, the aerodynamic performance of the Red Bull. But Verstappen now pops the wing open and comes down the start-finish straight. And actually, for the first time in a little while, only gained 400 on George. And I think that's because we're
Kind of like that, except, you know, not going off track.
Would you say it's one thing to catch
Like,
it,
literally
another
using the
thing
throttle
to
to steer.
say, Gordon Chapman.
Murray Walker said it an awful lot of in all those years of commentary.
And he
But you can only really do it with low or no TC.
George Russell, Fernando Alonso did get that 5-second penalty, by the way, for speeding in the pit.
And if you do it with low TC, there's still a risk that the TC takes you out instead.
Without his shoes on before he went back to his car after the laps to the grid, doing his best to keep as cool as possible.
Well, just looking at our team on the grid, Natalie, Jamie and Anthony, it's maybe how their feet were absolutely magic, so I'm not surprised.
It's the sort of day that makes you hopping mad, Ted Kravitz, just to try and keep one foot cool at least.
Oh, it's not so bad. I had to do the Malaysian Grand Prix in a fire suit, for heaven's sake. You think it's hot now? Think back then. Right, just behind me is the grandstand at turn 1 and turn 2, and it's full of Max Verstappen fans who sense a victory here.
No, just Oscar Piastri being told he's coming into the pits.
Yeah, we can see the pit guys, actually the Ferraris.
Lewis Hamilton as well.
Around there as well.
Yeah, Ted, do you want to take it away? I'll take this away for the moment. Now, this is down to the pit crew here to see who can be fastest changing the tyres. That was neat for Oscar Piastri. 2.3 seconds. Ferrari will do well to beat that. Hamilton comes out still behind, but they did beat it by 1/10 of a second. So the crew's doing their bit for their driver, and we'll see Charles Leclerc going through now with Piastri and Hamilton coming onto the track. Ted, back to you.
So that's the third, and you would certainly hope the final stop for Lewis Hamilton, isn't it? We'll see what he does on those tyres. But if we can have the battle between Russell and Verstappen on the two stoppers, then that is going to start in about 3 laps' time. In fact, I see some movement. I think Russell...
Yeah, Mercedes are coming out. Mercedes are coming out.
Verstappen the undercut.
And Red Bull are coming out too, and they've gone back in again. So Red Bull kind of throwing the dummy here, because George Russell is coming into the pits, and Max Verstappen has carried on his way. Russell stops now. Watch that, beautiful. Out he goes, 2.3 seconds, perfection.
Yeah, so good stop there for Mercedes. I think that Ferrari and McLaren had to react to Hadjar there, so they've come back out both a second ahead of Hadjar. They didn't want to drop behind him.
Well, I wasn't expecting that. But that guy suddenly slowed down a lot. Well, I guess he's just trying to road it home as well.
5 laps now, I think, older than Piastri and Hamilton.
Yeah, Charles Leclerc has been on his tyres for 6 laps.
Yeah, so I think that's sort of all played out in the positions further down.
I mean, if I can just keep chasing him, I'm gonna be the first loser. Wait, no, that would need to be the GTP that I'm chasing.
So let's see where he plays out.
I can't do that.
Yeah, his pace is better than Max Verstappen's currently. He's just biding his time, and as I say, running a bit of a lonely race. But Verstappen isn't that far ahead of him. Isaac Hadjar currently finding himself down in 8th place. The cars ahead of him, a few back.
You have around 7 more laps.
Fuel-wise, I have 8 laps. Well, probably a bit more.
Give me the car in last lap. I'll just take everyone out, and hopefully we can finish P1.
Well, that's the problem. We need to actually overtake that position when they got taken out, so...
Oh, yeah, that's my bad.
So, I mean, if you take everyone out and they don't return to pits, then that could work. Like, then the race would be extended until, you know, you become P1 and finish it. Well, that would be an extremely long finish, I guess.
another 30 minutes.
What?
No, I was just saying, yep, that's gonna probably extend a lot.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be the longest 10 minutes of my life.
Really?
No, I'm just tired. Just watching.
Ah, okay, like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I would have understood it if I were like in top 3 or something, or in a heavy battle right now.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. But I mean, I have lost the car within the last 20 minutes and gone from P4 to 17. So,
If you want,
I mean,
give me the
it's
car
not
in the last 2
impossible
laps.
for me to do, but you know.
No, I was just
Actually,
saying,
I think in this case it is. What?
I know. I was just saying, if you want, you can give me the car in the last lap. I'll just do a last lap and cross the line. I'll do it.
If you want to, we can do that.
Yeah. I'll do a J turn on the final lap.
A what?
I'll do a J turn, like a drift turn on the final lap.
Oh. I guess you can.
No, I'm just kidding. It's almost 7 a.m. Instant time.
Yep.
You guys over in Europe seriously don't have ranch sauce?
What?
Ranch. You guys don't have ranch dressing?
Well, yes we do.
Well, Europeans are going nuts over ranch dressing over here for some reason. I don't know what the heck it is.
It might be country specific, but I know Denmark has it. I don't like it though. I don't like most dressings, so, you know.
I like blue cheese over ranch, but I understand everybody's freaking out. The TSA had an issue, like a warning. You're not allowed to bring ranch bottles onto the plane. It's got to be, you know, in your bag. They're throwing them out when they get to the TSA.
Yeah. The problem with putting it on the back is that the back, like the baggage cabin is not pressurized, so you get while it's going right.
Yeah.
You might put it in your back, but you know.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna have ranch dressing clothing instead.
You know, maybe that is true. I remember when I was in Italy a couple years ago, I said something about ranch dressing. The guy looked at me like, what are you talking about? I was like, never mind. Ash, they got ranch dressing in India? Maybe that is true.
Not everyone, like some places, like Taco Bell and stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah, some.
Who knew?
But I mean, on restaurants it's different. Like, there, if you find ranch dressing, then, like, if you ask for that, then it's like, you want us to buy cheap dressing and serve it to you? Not gonna happen. Oh, yeah. Like, here it's basically considered a condiment that you know.
Yeah, we use it on salads. We use it with chicken wings. Chicken wings is a big thing. Yeah, you dip it in chicken wings. I like blue cheese cheese dressing.
Yeah.
Chicken wings is a big thing over here.
That reminds me, my mom used to make some special dip which used the chicken. It was kind of like pulled pork, the chicken. And it was basically chicken and cheese.
Oh.
But the thing is, that cheese we can't get in Denmark. And then there was some kind of what's it called? Some kind of chili sauce in it as well.
Oh.
It was really
Good.
good.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the cheese we can't get in Denmark, the closest we can get is nacho cheese, and that's hard to get as well.
No thanks.
But like, my mom found a way to mix nacho cheese with some other cheese, and it actually ended up becoming quite good. But
You
the
need
problem,
Velveeta cheese.
I think that's the one actually.
Yeah, it's like a block of cheese. I don't know if they sell it over there.
It's like
You
a
can
block
melt
of
it.
cheese that melts
Yeah.
and stays melted quite
Yes.
easily, right?
There you go. Yes, that's it.
Yeah. That's the
Same thing, whatever they call it.
That's probably more of those kinds of cheese, but I think that's the one. And we just couldn't get it in Denmark, so... But and there was the sauce, that was honestly the most important. And that literally was not possible to get in Denmark. You couldn't even import it. It would get rejected for import because of additives that are illegal within EU.
Do you want to unbox? I'll take over for the last lap. Or no, okay, for 5 minutes left.
Wait, you do want to take over?
Yeah. I'll just finish it with the last lap. I don't
Okay,
think I'll be coming back to Motegi for a good while, so I'll just say adios to.
So I should make sure to get some penalties lined up, right?
No, because we are pretty close. We're at 165. I mean, unless you really want to see the black flag again.
I can do it. Like, I could go
Actually,
off here.
we might just lose him already, so...
I could go off here if I want. Also over here.
I mean, you could always smash it into the wall, you know? The easiest option. Oh, okay. Let's not do that.
Oh, I have 166 incident points. That was totally not why I did it. Okay, that one was not...
Oh my goodness.
No worries, it's a light kiss.
That's what she said.
Exactly. So how long is actually left?
You got 3 minutes and 51 seconds.
So technically it's 3 more laps.
Depends on the hypercar.
Maybe 3, yeah.
If you get...
I'll do this lap and then pit. Then you can do it.
Technically, once the white flag is there...
Do I get a 4x by brake checking now?
Probably.
You do
like,
remember when that our engine is at the back, so we'll probably have engine damage.
Uh,
Not with a brake check. That wouldn't be hard enough. Like,
here comes a leader behind you. I'm watching a leader. He actually came up behind you here.
Oh, yep.
Whoa, that's an out.
Yep.
I think you will give me the car with 179 points. We might be having super fun with that in Red Bull Ring. Oh yeah.
Super. Formula in Nürburgring?
Oh, Red Bull Ring.
Oh, Red Bull. Okay, I was about to say Nürburgring. Jeez.
I mean, there have been 2 Formula 1 races on the Nordschleife.
Yeah, that I can
So-
say.
Yeah. Not the W13 ones.
I would love to see that, but I do get why they don't do it. Like, the safety is too much of a concern.
I think
Fuck. Well, that's an unsafe pit entry.
if I reach to Class A tonight, I think I'll be able to do this.
You can switch.
Yeah, I'm hopping in. We also have a hold for 41 seconds, so...
Yeah, I might have done an unsafe pit entry. That was not on purpose. Like,
it's fine,
I basically ended up on the ABS. And remember to keep the TC on 0. It must be on 0. And you said you were going no ABS, right?
Yep. Also,
I mean, you could have played on 0 and... What?
No, I was just saying they added penalty and then the driver swap. So once the penalty starts, then the driver swap begins. This is new.
Okay, you have disabled tires, so that's good. Oh yeah, it separates
you got,
the driver swap, yeah.
It's going to be final lap in a second because he's coming towards the leader is coming towards the finish line. Well, he may make it across. He's got 29 seconds, so yeah, he probably will actually. Let's see. He's getting held up here. Might have another one.
He should make it across. Yeah, he will. That's good. Unless well, we've made it across finish line, so well, in a moment.
Yeah, this is the white flag, right? This is the white flag right here for everybody. Everybody's on the white flag right now.
Oh wait, did it change tires?
Yep.
Oh, that sucks. Well, you're all fit for drifting. Don't tell me you said... on the final lap. Well, my gloves on the drying rack now.
This track is so good, it's being ignored a lot.
Yeah, like, this is a really good track. Like, it would have been amazing with a full GC3 split, honestly.
Yeah,
that would have been so good.
I don't think I would
But you know, regarding championship points, if we participate in all the championship races this time, then we're gonna be near the top, if not at the top. I mean, I'm almost certain that I'm the only one with in my division. Oh, well, maybe not, actually. Let's see. A few. Actually, no, I'm Division 9. There's a few in my division. So you said you were gonna drift it?
Yeah. We're just waiting for the timer to go up, just so we don't have it.
Oh, I see. So we can keep driving even after that.
Yeah, but until the guy tells you the race is over, then you know you can still get incidents.
Yeah, I know we can get incidents. That's why, like, when I park after to get out, I always do it after a corner and as like on the inside. Because there's always someone who decides to basically smash it into the wall. Like, I think I've seen it like 5 times. Especially after endurance races, there's always someone who thinks it's a good idea. And I mean, I've been one point, like, I did a 3-hour race with 31 incident points out of 32 allowed. Well, 32 would be disqualified, so like any kind of issue on like after the race and I had that out. And the worst thing is I almost did an off track after the finish line. I think lots of people are having the same idea. Well, now it's just 45 minutes.
Yeah, that race was out. So you have 45 minutes before the server shuts down.
Yeah.
Wow, that was awesome. 740 laps. That's great. There you go.
The car's not bad though.
Like if you go under the bridge down there, then you have more space. Like right after the bridge at the pit entry. Oh wait, you think that's possible?
I think so. There was, I saw a video. You could technically, I don't know what that is.
Well, maybe, yeah, that. Nope.
When I need to
Yeah, there is a hole there, but it's blocked. Wait, what's your speed limit in the pits? Really?
Oh, it's over. I can tell you what we got, guys. Let me see. Where are we? Oh, here we go. Go through the sports. All right, here we go. Claire, sorry to tell you, but you went up 0 for safety rating and only +3 for I rating.
Wait, how much safety rating? 0?
Yeah, it says and then Ash went up +3 for I rating. Snap went up the most. No, that's not true. 0.54 with a +3 I rating. I went up 1.21 with a +2 I rating.
Well, you are the only one who's B ranked, and that means you also
Ash
get
is
more.
Also. Ash is
Oh,
also.
he is?
He's,
oh.
Yeah. 0.45.
But it's surprising that it's that low, honestly.
Well, he did have 43 incidents compared to my 26, so.
Yeah, but still, wow, it's really impressive to hit exactly 0 for safety rating. Like,
he did it perfectly.
That's honestly a first. Wow.
Are you sure it doesn't update like a few hours down the line?
No, I don't think so.
It
Once the
doesn't.
race is over.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, that's insane. I've never had that happen before. Not even once. I've had 0.01 and minus 0.01, but never 0. Like,
you had 65 incidents.